So, no, I didn't go MAGA. And to the president's credit, there was no pressure to. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not fake. Believe me, as a comedian of 40 years, I know a fake laugh when I hear it.
Two men came together who have had some dust-ups and some rash moments in the past, and they set all of that aside so that they could connect. Welcome to the John Amanchukwu Show. In this episode, we will recap a private dinner that Bill Maher had at the White House with President Trump, of all people, right? Alongside Dana White and Kid Rock. Watch.
As you know, 12 days ago, I had dinner with President Trump, a dinner that was set up by my friend Kid Rock, because we share a belief that there's got to be something better than hurling insults from 3,000 miles away. And let me first say that to all the people who treated this like it was some kind of summit meeting, you're ridiculous. Like I was going to sign a treaty or something. I have no power. I'm a comedian, and he's the most powerful leader in the world. I'm not the leader of anything, except maybe a contingent of centrist-minded people who think there's got to be a better way of running this country than hating each other every minute. So, thank you. Okay, so meet up in person. Maybe it'll be different. Spoiler alert, it was. First good sign, before I left for the Capitol, I had my staff collect and print out this list of almost 60 different insulting epithets that the president has said about me. Things like stupid, dummy, lowlife dummy, sleazebag, sick, sad, stone cold crazy. Really a dumb guy, fired like a dog, his show is dead. There's 60. I brought this to the
Bill
White
Maher
House
is being petty. Bill Maher here is being petty. Now, we all know that him and President Trump have played ping pong for a long time. So maybe that's the comedian coming out by him doing that, printing out a list of things that President Trump has said about him. But Bill Maher, you've said some rather dastardly things about President Trump as well. I'm not going to print out the list to show you, but I'm sure it might be much longer than 60 things. But carry on.
To sign it, which he did.
You gotta love it. You got to love it.
Which he did with good humor. And I know as I say that, millions of liberal sphincters just tightened. Oh my God, Bill, are you gonna say something nice about him? What I'm gonna do is report exactly what happened. You decide what you think about it. And if that's not enough pure Trump hate for you, I don't give a fuck. So no, I didn't go MAGA. And to the president's credit, there was no pressure to. After we left the Oval Office, he showed me the little room off the office, you know, the one where Clinton used to. Okay. The blowjob room, okay?
Oh, man.
Well,
come on.
That's where they keep the merch now.
Oh, boy.
And he gave me a bunch of hats, but he didn't ask me to take a picture in one, which I appreciated. The guy I met is not the person who the night before the dinner tweeted a bunch of nasty crap about how he thought this dinner was a bad idea and what a deranged asshole I was. I read it and thought, oh, what a lovely way to welcome someone to your house. But when I got there, that guy wasn't living there. Now, does Trump want respect? Of course, who doesn't? My friend said to me, what are you going to wear to the White House? I said, I don't know, but I'm not going to dress like Zelensky, I'll tell you that. But, okay. Just for starters, he laughs. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not fake. Believe me, as a comedian of 40 years, I know a fake laugh when I hear it. And I thank you for them. Okay, example. In the Oval Office, he was showing me the portraits of presidents, and he pointed to Reagan and said, in all seriousness, you know the best thing about him? His hair. I said, well, there was also that whole bringing down communism thing, waiting for the button next to the Diet Coke button to get pushed and I go through the trap door. But no, he laughed, he got it. I said to him at one point, Mr. President, you know the dog, that's unusual in the White House. He said, well, a lot of the presidents, they had a dog for political reasons. I said, no, people love dogs, that's what that is. Oh yeah, okay, that's true. I'm telling you what happened. At one point, we were walking through his amazing tour of the whole house. And I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but it must have been something with the 2020 election, because I know he used the word lost. And I distinctly remember saying, wow, I never thought I'd hear you say that. He didn't get mad. He's much more self-aware than he lets on in public. Look, I get it. It doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage. I'm just taking as a positive that this person exists, because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy. Bob, Kid Rock, told me the night before, he said, if you want to get a word in edgewise, you're going to have to cut him off. He'll just go on. Not at all. I've had so many conversations with prominent people who are much less connected, people who don't look you in the eye, people who don't really listen because they just want to get to their next thing, people whose response to things you say just doesn't track, like, what? None of that with him. And he mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? I know, your mind is blown, so's mine.
You know, this is a phenomenal segment where Bill Maher just, is very candid and open about his interaction with President Trump. Now, he could have came on his show and acted as if he didn't have a good time, said nasty things about President Trump, keeping the banter going, trying to appease the Democrat Party. But instead, he made it plain. Two men came together who have had some dust-ups and some rash moments in the past, and they set all of that aside so that they could connect and build a relationship. And so this is good to see. It says a lot about Bill Maher, but it also says a lot about President Trump. And we've seen this with President Trump over the past few years. Even with the last election, we have witnessed him connect with people who we oftentimes would say, why in the world would he meet with that person? Why is RFK joining MAGA? Why is Tulsi Gabbard joining MAGA? Is he out of his mind? And I don't think he's out of his mind. I do believe he understands the art of the deal and how to coalesce and win people over. Now, the Bible tells us this. Proverbs 18:24 says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. President Trump had friends for decades, but the moment he ran to be the Republican nominee, people changed. God knows Jesse Jackson changed, and Al Sharpton changed. Many of them changed, okay? Don King, all of these people changed overnight. Oprah Winfrey, she changed. Whoopi Goldberg, she changed. And could it be that even President Trump might have the ability to win them over as well? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. But it's good to see him and Bill Maher come together reconnect, and have a wonderful dinner at the White House. Let me know what you think below in the comments section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you and God bless America. And be kind to subscribe to my channel. Take care.